This guy's bowcat game is unreal.
Yeah.
Today, he's just like, I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
We back.
Hello, hello.
What's new?
What's old?
Okay, old news.
Yeah.
We have been taking clips of our podcast.
Yeah, we've been promoting ourselves.
And what was the latest thing? Why haven't we done it for about 7-8 days?
Oh, because we got banned. We got banned for speaking the truth, basically. Speaking science.
Science.
That's why we got banned. We got banned for telling facts.
All right, to be clear, only Instagram did it, and they banned us not from posting, but adding any text, tags, anything to our posts. So basically, it means you won't post.
Yeah, basically.
And since we like posting on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram on the same day to keep it consistent, we then didn't post on Instagram.
For like, what, 7 days?
7 days, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you. We know where we stand now. Okay. We're still going to fucking post there. But yeah, we have a few more topics today to go through. You should have the list as well. But
you let me know what we're kicking off with.
All right. Well, there's something I could, yeah. Do some of that. Do some, you know what? I'm going to open my Iron Brew as well. Iron Brew.
Oh my God. So good right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel the bubbles in your mouth?
Yeah, I can't get rid of my stank face. I'm stuck.
That's what Iron Brew does. Oh man, I haven't had Iron Brew in a while. Tastes good.
Yeah.
All right, so I was on Reddit. back to the podcast.
That thing we did.
Yeah. I was on Reddit and I just came across this random video of a guy who is paralyzed from the neck down, but he's made a device, or he's got a device, which allows him to play using all the functionality with just his mouth.
Or is this guy demonstrates video?
I assume it is, yeah. I assume it is, yeah.
All right, let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Rocky No Hands. I'm paralyzed from the neck down, and this is how I play Fortnite.
Sorry, I just want to point out he calls himself Rocky No Hands, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a cool name. It's a cool name.
I'll get to the jokes later.
Hi, I'm Rocky No Hands. I'm paralyzed from the neck down, and this is how I play Fortnite with just my mouth. The quad stick is a mouth controller that involves one analog, 3 holes to sip or puff into, and a lip trigger at the bottom, and the side tube. The side tube is what I use for pause, map, inventory, and ping. So to look around, I use the analog. To move around, I'll sip into the center hole, and then I can move around. If I sip into the center hole again, I can walk forward and look left to right. To shoot the gun, I would blow into the center hole. The lip trigger would make me ADS. If I sip into the left and center hole, I'll jump. If I puff into the left and center hole, I'll reload. If I puff into the left hole, I walk forward. If I sip into it, I'll sprint. If I sip into the center and right hole, it becomes build mode. So lip trigger at the bottom now is ramp. If I puff into the center hole, it's wall. If I puff into the right hole, it's floor. And if I sip into the right tube, it'll be the roof. To crouch, I gotta sip into the right hole. To switch weapons, I puff into the right hole. To emote, I sip in all 3 holes. Inventory, I puff into all 3 holes. And pull out my pickaxe, I puff into the center and right hole. And that's how I play Fortnite with just my mouth.
So,
no, that's mad.
So if there's anyone who can find the clit, it's this guy.
this guy is finding the clip. This guy's going through center holes, left holes, and right holes like crazy.
I'll be honest, fucking incredible.
Insane, right?
Insane that
you actually have full functionality of the game, considering how much you can do in that fucking game.
Like, it's just the tenacity, right? At that point, I'd just be like, well, I'm not playing video games now. But this guy's like, nah, I want to.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I'm gonna.
Like, he showed us at slow speed.
Yeah.
I want to see him in a competitive game.
In a full game, bro.
In a competitive game, bro, a girl is coming. That's all I'm saying. This guy's bowcat game is unreal. Today, he's just like, I'm gonna. Right? Like, this guy, fucking hell.
Yeah, no, that's
He
incredible.
still gets chicks. He probably gets more chicks than us.
He probably does. He probably does.
No hands, bruv. This guy's all tongue action.
But that's incredible. The
That
fact
was
that
really cool.
I don't know if he made that himself or if he found a company that made it or whatever. But that's insane. For him to do something like that, even have just the patience to sit there, learn the controls with his mouth, and then just go and play the game.
Well, see, like, whenever you're learning a new controller, first time you used a Steam Deck controller, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're working on it, and it's like, oh, this doesn't work like I normally do. You know how it's just that learning curve where everything's kind of shit for a bit?
Yeah.
So, that's too sensitive, that. Now imagine that, but you also have to get a constant reminder that you're disabled.
Yeah.
And then as you're doing that, you kind of have to be like, well, think about it. To reload, you have to do, and to shoot, you have to go, but to move, you got to do this, but you have to blow first and then move. So enemy comes up, he's got to do.
Yeah, and then constantly just roll.
right?
Bro,
Like,
that's mad.
That's mad.
Head game's mad.
Head
game's mad.
Bro, yeah.
Head game's fucking nuts.
Insane. I'm considering it.
Yeah, I just thought that would be a nice little video to share. So it's some nice news before we get into all the crazy bad news later on in the podcast.
Bannable videos today.
Yeah, we have some bannable videos. I think we do anyway. I don't know some.
No, it's nice to start off positive.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that guy he's probably testing equipment for like PhD.
For people that
something, right?
For people that are probably suffering the same type of condition that he's suffering from.
So, really cool.
Yeah.
Respect to the guy. What was his name? Tommy No Hands or
Tommy No Hands, I
Was it
think.
Tommy?
I feel like he looks like a Tommy. No, he looks like a Richard or Tommy.
We'll get it up on screen now. Let's hope it's Tommy No Hands.
I think it's Tommy No Hands.
What's he called?
I don't know. Rocky No Hands.
Rocky No Hands.
Rocky No Hands. Yeah, we were close. All right, moving on to the next segment. This is a random video I came across once again on Reddit because that's the place where you find everything. So essentially, this video got put onto Reddit, and yeah, the guy was just being super racist for no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
Evo još jedan undermenše u Zagrebu. Halo? Go home.
Okay.
This is not your country.
Okay.
Fucking nigger. Where are you from?
India.
India? Go home in India.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Where are you going home?
India.
Da.
Okay, go.
Ideš?
Go.
Ideš, da?
Yeah.
This is our country.
Okay.
Croatia, this is Europe.
Okay.
For white people.
Okay, sir. Okay. I go.
No, not for black people.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. So thoughts.
Well, he called him a rigger.
Yeah, he did. He called him a rigger, which is really weird.
What's up, man? Oh, damn. Wow.
Yeah, don't get yourself cancelled, bro.
What's up, my rigger? It's harder to say
I
that
know.
than you think.
I know. That's
Try it
why
out, the ends.
I don't wanna.
What's up, my rigger?
yeah. It's mad.
So bad.
Yeah.
See, that guy handled that pretty well.
He handled it really well, but
You would be terrified, all right? From what you know, any one of these guys could be the guy who's coming out gunning and slashing and killing.
he could be an extremist racist.
Right,
Yeah.
So at that point, the best thing you can do is assess the situation and not get the other person angry.
Yeah.
So that Indian guy did very well. Other people might be like, oh, if it was me,
I would have taken him out.
Swing him. It's not.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. You don't know what the guy's capable of. That's really dumb. Don't just chill.
Especially when you're in, a different country as well.
Yes.
When you're in if you're not home, it's a bit different.
Look, the thing is, the guy's probably working there, probably sending money home in the first place, or
Yeah,
he's got
yeah,
family
yeah.
he's trying to support. How do you think it makes you feel that you've had to just go home feeling slightly emasculated because you didn't resort to violence, and someone's just told you leave, and you had to sit there and be like, yes,
I'll leave. But even still, I don't know, man. I honestly don't understand why people would do that in this day and age. Then again, I know there's people out there that still do stuff like this, which is really dumb.
But not just that, he said it's not for black people. The guy is so retarded, he doesn't even see a difference
Between
Indians
brown and
I have nothing against nationalism. Like, if a country has a set of rules it wants to live by, then people should follow those rules and enter the country legally. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But they have to understand that the browns and the blacks who live here aren't citizens of this country.
Yeah.
It's no longer
It's not like
this is a white country,
Yeah.
right? So stop making it about race let's at the very least go back to hating each other's countries.
Yeah, rather
and not just
than
hating
the actual
race.
people. Yeah.
Because that it just makes your country weaker.
Then it shows a form of people just not being educated enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seems like really dumb people that just know very little and it's like, all right, cool, we're going to base everything strictly off color.
I think what really makes me confused is, do the whites realize, Western whites, that while the East was an Enlightenment age, the West was in the dark. You know, they talk about the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know how they teach that in our history? But they fail to tell us that in the East, cities, medicine.
Yeah. We had everything.
It was
Yeah,
huge. Right?
everything, yeah.
The biggest prospering times was in the East. And they then said, let's spread this to the West, and brought Enlightenment to the West. Right? If you look in stuff like the Golden Age of Islam and stuff like that, Ottoman Empire going for 1,000 years. Well, what's this whole, West, we want it to stay, you know, this is Europe, stay for the whites. Until the East came and saved the West from the Dark Ages, it was a pile of shit. Why do you want it to be a white-only country? Because the progress you got in the West, in Europe, was when East came through and brought knowledge.
Yeah.
If you start doing this whole, this is for us, well, not only are you historically inaccurate, because it wasn't due to the West that the knowledge spread, it was the East.
Yeah. But then who is us as well?
Yeah, like what is
Who
us?
the fuck is us? I want to know who us is.
How much better would the human race be if they just supported each other? You know what I mean? Like,
It would be a lot better and shit would get done a lot more quicker.
literally every single war in current eras where so many people have died is by Western countries invading people for money. Atheism, capitalism, greed, the majority of people dying today has nothing to do with religion. It's religious people fighting back, and then they're like, oh, look at all the people they're killing. It's like, stop killing them, man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a very easy way to solve this. Do you remember that episode of The Boys, season 2? Do you remember that bit where they, whoever that bitch was, and Homelander kept making the news that there should be an American country and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
And
That
then
weird,
one guy
that
just
weird
goes
woman.
into a convenience store and just kills an Arab dude.
Yeah. That's essentially what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This guy's a retard, whoever. I pointed out myself. This guy's a retard.
This guy's a retard.
I can see the clip now.
This guy's a fucking retard.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Like,
Oh shit.
they tell people, oh, they scare you. Bad person, bad person, bad person. These lot aren't smart enough to realize they're not only being lied to, but also when you hear the same shit like that over and over and over again, it does something to your mind. It makes you behave a certain way. There's a reason why you shouldn't watch the news that much.
Yeah, when's the last time you've heard anything positive come out of the news?
Yes.
There's literally nothing positive that comes out of the news. Nothing good is happening in the world apparently. I mean, there probably is, but
There's probably does.
yeah.
If there wasn't, the world would be destroyed.
it would be terrible.
There
Yeah.
is still a majority good going on. Never get that twisted.
Yeah.
If you read 1984, what they do is they all like tune into something in the morning to like hate. So they watch news, and it gets everyone angry, and it's like, oh yeah, that gets your hate out of the way in the day, kind of thing.
Segueing nicely onto the next topic.
Yeah.
Actually, just to break away from the racism, let's go into the TMNT trailer. I don't know if you've seen it. I haven't seen it yet. So it's going to be a first for me as well. I've heard good things. It's a new TMNT movie coming out.
Still Michael Bay?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Made the movie.
Yeah, I think so. At least I think so. I don't know. We're about to find out.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Lob it up.
Stay still. Stay still.
Now. Oh! Let's try that again, but with ninja stars.
Hey, why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head?
Just stop talking. You're ruining my concentration.
You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that?
Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? What the heck are those things? They look more like little Shreks to me.
Oh, we've prepared our whole lives for this.
Oh my, I'm gonna be sick.
Leo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding?
It was an accident. Mikey, watch out!
So, you were baby turtles who made contact with mystery goo.
Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah.
It's like more like, it's just nicer.
It rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
Ooze.
It's nice, right? It's ooze.
Okay.
Alright, it looks pretty decent.
It does. And
The animation looks nice.
it does. They look younger.
Yeah, they look
it
younger.
looks like
They also-
haven't
I
been
know-
up their older ages.
I know they've definitely got voice actors who are actually kids.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Oh god, it's a good review. It seems really good. Master Splinter looked a bit cracked out, but,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna ignore that.
Was April black?
April was black. April looked black. I think she's black.
Can we discuss this?
Yeah, we can.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why April's black. April was never black in the original cartoon series. She wasn't black in the fucking live action movies. April's not black.
Like, I just don't understand.
Wait, is Casey Jones gonna be black as well then?
No, he'll probably be Chinese trans.
I was gonna say, do you reckon they're gonna make him trans? Casey Trans Jones.
Cassidy Jones. Look, you know what Miles Morales did? They
Yeah.
said, yo, this is a kid that Peter Parker passes on the spider whole thing to.
Yeah, Spider Hole thing.
The spider whole thing. Right? That's a new character in the same universe who takes on the mantle of Spider-Man who happens to be black.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
lost my words. It's the same as rewriting history. People don't understand what happens when you rewrite lovable characters and stories and then just say, no, they're black.
I like Velma.
Yeah, they
When they made a whole series about her and she was black.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying. Alright.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think it's a joke, right? What happened in Thailand? The Burmese invaded Thailand. You know how all those statues look like hermaphrodites?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the Burmese influence. They used to try to worship hermaphrodite gods and stuff, so they changed all the Buddha statues to have tits and lipstick. That's not part of Buddhism. When you rewrite someone's culture, like now look, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle isn't quite a culture, it's not a religion. People aren't following it like that.
Yeah.
I hope they're not.
I mean, yeah.
Right? But when you go through and you take someone's story and rewrite it, you're rewriting what it means, you're changing the culture. People will look back and look at this and now think April O'Neil was black. Now, that may not mean anything, but it does to some people, and it's some person's story which is getting bastardized. This isn't an attack against having more black representation. By all means, do it. Write your own fucking stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you want to add something to that universe, write it. All the black people who are in the story.
Yeah, I agree.
Why are you changing someone else's story to make them black? That's not representation. That's erasure of culture. I get it why white people are angry. I'm genuinely mostly on the white people's side when it comes to this argument. I know there are actual racists.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are just seeing like, oh yeah, James Bond, the Scottish guy, now black.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that.
Right?
I didn't get that,
April
bro.
Jones, the young white girl with ginger hair,
Now black. Velma from Scooby-Doo, now
Yeah,
black.
Like, can you? Why?
It's like I don't know, taking a superhero like Batman or Iron Man and then saying, cool, you're now black.
Oh, Bruce Wayne was actually Bruce Wayne Brothers.
Yeah. It's Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. And now he's black.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
for
mad.
some reason he listens to hip hop while he's fighting the Joker.
Yeah, no,
who is
it's
the
weird.
white man,
Yeah,
in a business scene. It's a story that exists, or a retelling of the story. I don't need a retelling of the story. The story exists.
Yeah.
Stories don't go bad over time.
Yeah, no, they don't. Unless you can make them bad, which they've done so many times over and over again. It's like every single fucking Disney film that's being remade now as well. Every live-action Disney film is being remade, and they're just changing things here and there. And it's like, why?
Look, if you want to take it to a different format, once again, that I don't mind. Like, oh, we did this as a cartoon, we want to go live action. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a shit live action Lion King. We all know that.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
However,
I don't care how much you have Beyonce in there, bro. She wasn't really in there, let's be real.
at least it was mostly a 1-to-1 remake. So it's shit, but you could make the argument that we wanted to try the same story with new technology. That's fine. It's like in theatre. Shakespeare wrote a play.
Yeah.
As the theatre developed more technology going forward, they started adding more effects.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Right?
All right.
That's all it is. So that I can have an argument for saying, not the worst thing in the world. But when it's like, you know what, we're actually just going to do a cartoon again, just like it used to be. But that character that you loved, black. Not that you can't love them because they're black, but you know what I mean. Just like, oh, that person, oh, they weren't a man at all, it was a female. It's like, just, someone wrote a story, just stick to the
So they
story.
turned Simba into a cheetah or something.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, yeah, lion, cheetah. So fucking cheetah. And have a pigeon as fucking Zazu instead of a fucking...
It's like dirty. Rafiki, black.
Bro, imagine that.
Well, just a dude.
Yeah, it's just actually just a dude. It's not even...
Like some black soothsayer who
Yeah.
lives out there with lions and cheetahs.
Basically Tarzan at that point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Tarzan's white, right?
Yes, he is a white man who was left there and then
He's meant to...
got a little tan.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that fucking worked either. Then again, the weather...
Tarzan, let's be real. It's gonna
He'll be
like,
black. He'll be black.
He'd be Mexican.
Alright, segueing on to the next topic is some game news. A game which we've both played literally a day ago. It's the new Resident Evil 4 remake.
Nice.
And yeah, we're just going to quickly play through the trailer.
Here we go. These guys don't quit. No fucking way. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Alright, honestly, I did not know that that was a thing. I didn't know that you could actually parry his chainsaw.
Oh shit! Oh no! See, I've seen it in the trailer, but I was so shook while playing the demo.
Yeah, that I didn't.
I never even thought.
I didn't even think. Yeah, I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna die if I do anything
I'm gonna
stupid.
have to get used to the parrying system because my natural instinct is to just run away from the enemy. But I think they've made the AI good enough that sometimes you are just surrounded.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to get good at.
They tend to surround you quite well. If you're going one direction, another like 2 enemies will circle around and try to catch you on the other side. It's really good. It's really good.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There are some issues. I don't know if you guys have played the original Resident Evil 4. Great game. If you haven't played it,
Yeah.
Best version's probably the Wii.
Yeah, I'd say the Wii because it's the most, you know, it's the most interactive one.
And it has all the unlock extra stuff, the extra DLC, it's all there. Plus it has motion control to actually shoot with the gun when you lock
when you aim and stuff.
So that's really cool. The GameCube is the original version, so it runs the worst probably. And it has some less content because it was the original version. But still, they're all worth getting.
Yeah.
In that, in a lot of the old Resident Evils, when you shoot, you plant yourself. I think up till Resident Evil 6, you plant yourself when you shoot.
Yeah, you don't really move at the same time.
Which means you get better aims, and it means the zombies have to be a bit slower to
be able to shoot them.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't run away as quick. To battle that, they added a quick turn option.
Yeah.
So you could just press back in a button, and you would.
And you'd literally 180 and then be able to run in a direction, which makes sense.
In this one, they don't have that. Now, one of the big things I found, and despite me really enjoying it, when Leon's running, it's when you try to get him to stop. There's no quick turn, unless there is, and correct us if we're wrong, I just didn't find it, to leave and quickly get around.
But I think this is where the parry comes in handy, and why they're forcing you to use a parry now.
Yeah, that's probably...
It's probably what it is, why they haven't even added in a 180 turn. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure.
The other thing, it's a little zoomed in. In my memory, the original was slightly more zoomed out.
It was 100%.
So you could see more. Now I feel like it's so zoomed in, I have no choice but to keep running because standing still is a bad idea because I can't even see what's in my vicinity.
Which also, it gives it more of a creepier effect though, to the game.
Great for the indoor sections, but when you're in like the outside village areas, and you can so easily get surrounded because your depth of field is a bit.
I wonder if they're going to give you an option to be able to change that, because I don't really check the options too much.
Yeah, maybe there's a slight zoomed out,
Yeah.
which would be nice. But despite those flaws, and those are the big flaws I noticed,
Yeah.
I still think it's a great game.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. The options they give you, the fact that you can see his fucking hair strands, the graphics are fucking impeccable. The cutscenes are ridiculous.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it's out on all platforms already. The demo is out on all platforms. So yeah, go get yourself a copy, check it out, try it out, and have some fun. All right, let's move on to our next segment. This is a random kind of video of a woman who I believe it looks like she's on the news. And she has a few things to say, and you know, I guess I kind of found it kind of interesting. So yeah, let's check it out.
Comments might be strong, but it's how I genuinely feel. I don't care that you're a Christian. I don't care what the Bible says. Like, I feel like it's a clown show, like sitting here trying to decipher what your little mythical book has to say about these very real political issues, right? I don't care if you're Christian. In fact, I will fight for you to have your religious liberty and practice your Christianity. I believe in that. I don't believe in Christianity, which means that you do not get to dictate the way I live my life based on your religion. I don't care what the Bible says. You have every right in the world. All those women who identify with your religion have every right in the world to not get an abortion, to not take birth control, but they do not have the right to dictate my life and what I decide to do with my body. I don't care about your goddamn religion. I'm so tired of having nonstop conversations about what the Bible says. You live your life in the way that you interpret the Bible. Again, I don't care, but you don't get to take the Bible and tell me, well, the Bible says this in this chapter in this verse. I don't care. I don't care. I don't believe in it. And I have the right, based on our Constitution, to not believe in it.
Okay. She's angry, which always makes points harder to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I don't think anything she's saying is in
I don't think it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. She's literally saying, cool, you believe in what you believe in, and I believe in what I believe in.
I think a lot of religious people forget, and I'm pretty sure the Bible has the equivalent verse, which is in the Quran, which is, there's a specific verse which says the non-believer, which says, you to your religion, us to ours.
Yeah.
You don't have to believe in what we believe in, we don't have to believe in what you believe in.
Yeah.
Essentially saying, when you're dealing with people who don't believe in your stuff, stop trying to tell them what to believe in. People have this weird obsession with trying to tell spread religion externally. It doesn't actually work. And if they're like, oh, but our prophets did it. No, they didn't. The prophets were just good people.
As a matter of fact, I feel like they just drew people towards them.
Yes, internal.
Yeah.
They practiced it, and hence people were drawn to them internal. Yeah, maybe they went around talking about it, but then there were times of war and oppression, and they were trying to break that as well, right?
Yeah.
But would anyone have given a shit if Jesus, peace be upon him, came through and said, yo, guys, we should live our lives like this because God said so, and at the same time he was just jamming and smoking and doing that shit? You wouldn't, right? You'd be like, yo, Jesus, get your act together.
Yeah. Yo, Jesus, stop smoking. Jesus fucking Christ. Stop getting high.
Yeah, right? You have to practice it lovingly.
Yeah.
Part of that means accepting people as they are. Alright, if we're going on abortion, and no, I don't really think this is cancelable. I'm pro-life.
Yeah.
Which is, pro-choice, sorry.
Yeah.
I think everyone should have the choice what they want to do with their body. Fine. Do I agree with so many women getting abortions then? No. I think they have the choice. So
they absolutely do.
My political stance is they should be allowed to have the choice. Do I agree with women getting railed by a million men and then
no, because then that's just
I still think it's murdering a baby.
Yeah, but also at the same time,
have the choice to do it.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
Also at the same time, don't go out and get railed by a bare man. That's just a bad idea.
Look, and that's my stance on it, which I feel, once again, constitution-wise, people should have their rights to do what they want to do. So I agree with her. And I also agree with her that you can't go up to someone and say, but our rules are this, which is why I think you should do that. You should say, our rules are this, hence I want you to give me the ability to practice what I believe in without any fear of repercussions. That's fair.
All right, just going off of religion, what's your thoughts on, there's some religions that always say, some religions that I know of, that will be like, all right, cool, there's there's their God, and then there's our God, and then there's, you know what I mean?
It's funny, on the way to my mum's today, I was literally having an argument with myself about what I would say to someone if they said that.
Well, here I am.
Really weird. I don't even know. I just got caught in my thoughts, and I'm like, some cunt ever said that to me.
For example, if I went to the Hindu temple right now, right?
Bhagwan.
Yeah, if I went to say Wagwan to him, and I wanted to say, yo, what's up to him, and he was like, yo, look, there's only our God, and then there's the Christian God, and then there's the Sikh God, and then there's the Muslim God, and the Jewish God. I'm gonna be like, bro, you're waffling right now.
So I think this is important education for people, because people are really dumb.
Yeah. I mean, we figured that out last podcast.
All right. God is omnipotent. Every religion says that. All-powerful. Okay. If you are describing something which is all-powerful, there can only be one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm also saying, I'm worshipping the one thing that can be all-powerful. There's no way we could be talking about two different things.
Yeah.
Because there can only be one.
Yeah, because then you're going to start talking about power levels and shit, and that doesn't make sense to me.
God doesn't really seem
Yeah, it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Right. So, by definition, if one says I am worshipping the all-powerful, the all-knowing, and all the other religions are saying the same thing, you are not worshipping different gods. And then they're like, oh yeah, but the Bible never uses the word Allah. Okay, what do people
what does it
West
translate
drink to quench their thirst? Water.
Yeah.
What do people in India drink? Pani. Are they different things?
No, they're the same fucking thing.
Oh, it looks like we can have language. Right? That argument, man. Whatever dumbass says to me, but the word Allah was never used. Yeah, because they spoke Aramaic. Allah is the Arabic word for God.
Yeah, it's just a different way of saying God.
Was it in Aramaic or in Hebrew? Is Yeshua or Yahweh? Yeah, like...
Yeah, Yahweh, I think.
And then, like, what Hindus have said Rabb or Bhagwan.
Yeah.
Right?
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Right? What do the Sikhs call it? Waheguru, the ultimate teacher. There can only be one ultimate teacher. So when you say Waheguru, you are saying Allah.
Yeah.
You say Allah, you are saying the God of Abraham, which is Yahweh. When you say Yahweh, you're saying Rabb. You're saying...
Wagwan.
Right? Like, I just do not understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either.
People can't understand a simple concept. Oh yeah, but we have different religions. Okay.
Yeah, but that's different belief system. It's not... Okay, all the different belief systems all tend to lead to one thing. It's all the same thing. It's just taught in different ways. That's it.
Let me just give you a brief history of religion to anyone who really doesn't understand. Okay? Alright, imagine we all, like, if there is a God, there is one God. Alright? He sends down a message to some peeps. Alright? Now remember, those peeps have a certain level of understanding of life, and they have a language. So he has to send them down a message to them in a language they can understand.
Yeah.
Plus some practices they can follow. But what's the goal? The goal is to purify yourself. Right? That is the goal of all religion. Purify yourself, become better people, eventually you are led back into paradise or the other realms or learning or whatever. But something happens, there is good that comes of self-purifying.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Okay, time goes by. The person who was sent the message in the book gets corrupted. Bunch of people get murdered. Hey, everyone's a dickhead on Earth again. All right, well, let me send another man down. Let me send someone else, right? Cool. We get another person. Slightly different rules. But what's the goal? Same thing, self-purification.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. But now he sent it down to a different nation because the previous nation fucked up.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that one used to call him blah blah, and this one calls him blah blah.
That's kind of similar.
The same thing, right? It's just language. So now, different person comes down, but the core message never changes, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Comes with a new set of messages, different language, new practices. Oh, maybe the Hindus meditate more. Oh, but Muslims don't meditate. What the fuck do you think you do 5 times a day? You pray. That's meditation.
Meditation, yeah.
You meditate, just like Hindus do.
Yep.
Like, so you're not doing something different. You're doing different practices, just...
all leading to the same thing.
All to the same thing.
Yeah.
And you can imagine, you tried it with one nation, didn't work. You try it with a different nation, you try different practices.
Yeah.
That's it. It's as simple as that. Imagine you were in a country where, at that time, everyone was mad retarded. You're not going to try and give them practices they can't follow.
Yeah.
You give them different kind of practice for that, right? That's all it is. And then it just keeps going, and that's essentially been religion. That's religion 101. Right? There's no such thing as an Islamic God. Now, whether you believe that to be something sentient, a singularity, the very universe itself, a self-learning AI system, I don't give a shit. But there can't be two of them. Then you would have like Greek mythological god shit going on.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
God, try and murk another one.
Yeah. Then you have to start believing in Zeus and shit, and it gets long then, bro, because there's a bit of shit behind there.
Maybe Zeus or Hercules, maybe one of these men were a legit prophet sent to Greece at the time. You know what I mean? Just a messenger.
Maybe. Some dench dude just got sent down.
Dench dude. They had those ones.
Some dench dude in sandals just got sent down.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, bro, what?
God, if you're a religious person, that means every other person from a different religion who believes in God is the same as you. They're believing in the same person.
Yeah, exactly,
They might just have a different message.
Don't divide and separate.
I feel like we've come to the end of the topics, but any other random things that you've seen?
I'm not too sure. I was actually kind of struggling to find things that were going on in the world. It seems like there's either something really bad is coming and they haven't announced it yet, or, there's nothing actually going on in the world.
That's how they try COVID-23, bro. Everyone's forgotten lockdown even happened. They don't forget how bad we got fucked by the government.
Yeah, absolutely. You mean when Boris was out having parties and shit? Yeah, nobody cares about that.
You know what the funniest thing is? You know these cowards in government. If it was actually a problem, and any of them could have died at any time.
Yeah.
If that was actually happening, why weren't they wearing masks?
Because they don't give a fuck and it's not real.
This is the big kicker. When everyone saw that video, they're like, I can't believe they broke the rules.
Yeah, but bro.
Nobody was saying the important question. Why aren't they wearing masks?
Yeah,
if these people care about their life, because they're selfish cunts, and they do, they're greedy bastards, they want to live. They want to live lavishly. Why weren't they wearing masks? If the cunts who want to live more than you and me aren't wearing masks, that means the masks are unnecessary.
Absolutely unnecessary. For my theory behind it all is all of this was very much mental more than physical. If you can get into the minds of people to fuck their whole immune system up, then they can easily be fucked. It's just that simple.
In my opinion, what they've proven is they can control the entire world with zero proof on anything. Like, were people dying in the UK?
They were giving me numbers. This is the problem. And I've heard people saying, oh yeah, but this person died and I know this person that died. But also, how mentally stable were these people that you're talking about that passed away?
Yeah, this person died. Oh, but he was an alcoholic and he had heart conditions.
Yeah, bro, they were blaming, it was mad, because they were blaming people who got into car crashes and going, yeah, it was COVID.
Yeah.
COVID fucking got another car to smash into another car and killed another person. Bro, how does that work? It's like, bro, how the fuck does that work? It's stupid. So yeah, no, it didn't seem right to me. They were throwing numbers everywhere and I was just like, alright, okay.
If someone on the news says, oh, by the way, experts say this, you believe it. Oh, but why would they lie?
Why wouldn't they lie?
Next time I say I believe in God and you're like, oh, you believe in a fairy in the sky? You believe in a virus that literally did nothing to no one. Right? You can't see the virus.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, but some people can. Cool. Some people have seen God. You didn't do any of the science yourself. It's not an experiment that you did or repeated or, you know what I mean?
Nobody tested this out. Nobody asked any questions. That's the main issue here.
They always say, I believe in what I see. And yet, you didn't see anything happening.
No, in fact, it's what you got told. It's not what you saw. That's what it is. When you get told things and you just believe it without seeing anything like you say you do.
You are at exactly the same level of the zealots from religion that you claim to dislike. Just remember that. I think that's a nice way to sign off.
Yeah.
All these riggers.
Fucking riggers.
Fuck these riggers. Rigging the system.
Fucking rigging the system like they do. Oh shit, man. Alright, well, guys, this has been the second podcast. But yeah, we'll be back for another one soon. We're just gonna flood Instagram. Hopefully not get banned this time, Instagram.
Yes.
For posting reels about small segments of our podcast.
Sorry for explaining biology. We won't do it again.
Yeah. Sorry for being factual, Instagram.
Yeah. I believe I'm a toaster. Therefore, I am a toaster.
I believe I am a plug socket. Therefore, I'm a plug socket.
Yeah, there we go. And with that,
we'll catch you guys on the next one. The fuck was that?
Give me what you got. The name, the shoes, the chain.
is the game. Addicted to fame. I want it, I want it, I want it. Addicted to fame. I want it, I want it, I want it.